welcome all of you on YourPedia, and this particular interaction is with the Vice Chancellor of a very prestigious university in Chandigarh, that is Chandigarh University. It is a private university, and I interacted with the Vice Chancellor of Chandigarh University, Professor Manpreet Singh Manna. Professor Manna is a very learned individual and has vast knowledge. He has served in Government of India, and presently he is on deputation and is working as Vice Chancellor of this university. Professor Manna was instrumental in creation of this document, National Education Policy 2020, and there was a conference of Vice Chancellors in Chandigarh, Punjab University, related to implementation part of National Education Policy. This conference was arranged by Punjab University, UGC and Central University of Haryana. Now UGC chairman Jagdish Kumar sir also came, and we could interact with him also, and that video is already there. And this particular interaction is with Professor Manna. Chandigarh University, as we know, is a very reputed university. Lot of very good infrastructure inside it, and Professor Manna, as I told you, he has very vast knowledge about the policy, and now being Vice Chancellor of this great university, he has a vast knowledge of the implementation part also. He told many things about the implementation going on in the campus of Chandigarh University, and we also requested Professor Manna to allow the team of YourPedia Media Group to visit the university and make the documentary of whatever work is going on in the implementation of National Education Policy. Professor Manna has graciously agreed to provide those particular details, and we will be publishing that soon for the benefit of so many other universities and colleges and all the stakeholders. So whatever is good is going on in Chandigarh universities, other can also see that and follow that. So now we'll interact with Professor Manna. We'll know from him about Chandigarh University and about Professor Manna, and then about the implementation part of National Education Policy. I welcome all of you on YourPedia, and today we are standing in the campus of Punjab University. The venue is Vice Chancellor's Conference, and that is on the implementation of new education policy, and UGC is conducting it in association with Punjab University and Central University Haryana. So I am standing with Professor Manpreet, who is the Vice Chancellor of very prestigious Chandigarh University of North India. Welcome on YourPedia, sir.
Thank you very much. Dear friends, myself Professor Manpreet Singh Manna, Vice Chancellor, Chandigarh University. Prior to this, I was the Director All India Council for Technical Education. I was the part of the draft of the policy for the new education policy for 4 years, when we used to sit in Shastri Bhavan, and we were curating it for the 4 years of time under the leadership of Prakash Javadekar ji and Subramanian sir, our Honorable Secretary at the time. It was a different pains of our country, that we could find. I'll start with the one very basic. When we are bringing the students from the different diversity and culture, they are going to be cop up with the system, and all of a sudden they will come to know, because after 1 year of their learning, they got the maturity, and sometimes they will come to know, my cup of tea is there. So we can't hold them for the whole 4 years to be get stuck over here with the same program for which you were not there. So they can go for the multiple entry and exit mode. Many of them, in between, they leave the study. They join the bread and butter because something happens in their family. After 3 years of time, when they get the functional independence and they wish to be continue their program for which they left in between, there was no option. So this kind of option we wanted to bring it over here, and more or less because it is our own pains when we have seen our life. When I started my own career, I was in the professional degree, that is a BTech. But although my family background was for the music, I wanted to pursue something in a music because it was on my DNA, but I could not. But today, with the 20% this choice-based credit system, we could bring to the SOM platform. The NEP is now given to the 40% of this weightage. Doing BTech, I can do the dance, I can do the journalism, I can do the music. This is the what. In Chandigarh University, we are the #1 university, not only for the QS World ranking as a private university, also #1 for the NPTEL courses. The highest number of the learners in my university, they have opted for NPTEL and they qualified it. We got a gold. You must be wondering how come. I made a simple one thing: design your own curriculum. I go to the student, design your own curriculum. It means that in 6th semester, if you want to have one elective which is not in the list of my university, you please go to the SWAM NPTEL platform. You in a class sit sit together, do the brainstorming. You say, sir, this is the one environmental science, or maybe say the classical music you want to take. The whole class can take that elective, and I will just credit the transfers. So transfer credit system we started 2016 itself, when the NEP was on the mode, and today good number of students from the international universities, they are coming for the duals, because we are NAC A plus and we are in INRF less than a 50 rank. We got this privilege. But the challenge I am facing over here today, being from Chandigarh University, if I am giving a credits to one of the learner and he wants to join the Jadavpur University tomorrow, or maybe JNU tomorrow, the same kind of ecosystem has to be developed with the same universities, so that seamlessly he can transfer credit from the ABC, that is a DG local, and he can shift over there. Because many students, they wish, okay, I have taken, sir, something 2 years in your university. It's a great thing you have shown me. Innovative, pedagogy, everything. Now I want to learn something philosophy, which is the highest in this particular Jamia Millia or somewhere. I think I should give openness to my learners, and vice versa. Many of the students, those are already doing something in Jadavpur, and they want to come to the Chandigarh University because they know my placement track, they know my employability index, because we have a corporate advisory board, we have thousands of the good HRs, they come and do take. So that kind of a gateway is to be given. So internationalization. Now I'll come to the language part. You know that we have the diversity and the multi-language things. When I'm teaching in a class, it should be a uniform. Of course, it's a uniform in English. But at the same time, for the personalized learning, we should have some platform like LMS, like a SWAM, where I can have a translation of my content, which can be in the local language, maybe Marathi, English, or Gujarati. So same we have started. I have 4 studios set up over there in the Chandigarh University, where my local teachers coming and they are just curating the curriculum and developing the content in the different languages, because we are entitled for the online learning. So 50,000 learners I got from the physical learning, and the 25,000 plus I got from the online learning. And that's why they are coming to my university, because in toto, I can say that 80 to 90% of the features, the salient features of NEP 2020 we have implemented, and we are drawing the fruits of this. Only the 10% is a mindset. Mindset of my learners, mindset of my faculty, because when they studied during that time, there was no digital mode. No digital platform, no flexi curriculum. So they are stereotypic. Sir, I'm core electrical engineer, I will teach transformer. Why can't you teach AI? Why can't you teach a blockchain? So this mindset, now I have taken so many FDPs for my faculty, and that's why the similar kind of workshops I'm conducting in my university through best of the resources of the country, how to implement NEP 2020. I'm sure the rest other 1100 universities in my country, they will take this benefit of this NEP 2020, and it's going to be a very long way. Although we took 4 years to draft this, but for next 30 years, I think it is one of the futuristic document the government of India developed under the aegis of UGC, AICT, my own mentor, Professor Sastra Buddheji, under whom I worked. So this is going to be the new face of our country, the Atmanirbhar Bharat in an Amrit Kal mode. This is what I can say over there.
So Professor Manna, you are a person who was sitting when this document was being framed. You were sitting on that side of the table. Now you are on the implementation side, and needless to say, you are head of one institute which is the #1 institute in North India. We have heard a lot of name of Chandigarh University, lot of students, very good infrastructure, lot of courses, students getting employment and all. I'll be asking on the basis of whatever you said, sir. I'll be asking a couple of things very straight to you. One of the main stakeholder of this NEP is the student community. We are making everything for students only. Now students come to a university like yours, which is a really very good university, giving good quality education. They spend money also. My question to you is, sir, after NEP is implemented, how it is going to help student to get the opportunities which he is coming to your university for, and how it is going to give good quality value for his money he spends on the education. और students का जो vision होता है सर short term, वो होता है एक job लेने का. तो employability index के साथ ये चीज़ कैसे जुड़ी है? Because new education policy में बहुत सी चीज़ें हैं सर जो उसकी transform करेगा life को. वो एक basically knowledge society हम create करना चाहते हैं, वो utopian ideas हैं, लेकिन student के लिए होता है कि सब हम बाहर निकलें और हमें अच्छी जॉब मिले. तो सर आपसे मैं जानना चाहता हूं कि न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी जब हम इंप्लीमेंट कर देंगे, एंड एज यू सेड दैट यू आर ऑलरेडी इन द प्रोसेस, यू हैव इंप्लीमेंटेड मेनी ऑफ इट्स डोमेन्स, सो बच्चे को कैसे बेनिफिट होगा एक स्टूडेंट को जो आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में आ रहा है?
Well said, and I'm really curious to answer this question. We are doing end to end, like generally we say in the insurance, bumper to bumper. Okay, simply way. What is my input? What is my intake? Of course, my stakeholder. Last year I started with the rupees 60 crores of scholarships. This year I multiplied with the 3. Rupees 170 crores rupees scholarships giving to the students. Those are coming from any respect of their geographic, demographic conditions or financial conditions. Reason being, meritorious students. Those are good in studies. They can do excel well. They are coming for BA, BSc, BCom, irrespective of the only BTech computer science. They can take up to 100% scholarship. Why so? I'll tell you the B part. You must be thinking, why I'm spending so much money for that? End of the day, if I'll go for the admissions, I will be spending more for the branding, more for the digital marketing. Most of the private universities, they have to be sustained.
Yes.
We are spending on our learners itself, because tomorrow when they are going to be employable, because I'm getting a good students, the sincere students, the serious student of my country, they are going to give me the edge in the placement part. Now I'll come to the B part. During a delivery, we have made our faculty cluster free. If today you are teaching electronics and tomorrow you want to teach something in a law or something in a humanities, you can go and teach one subject over there. So this diversity I'm bringing this because of NEP. Now I'll come to the third part. In the corporate board, we have invited all the HRs of the industries. We say don't come for the placement. No, we don't want. You come and sit with my faculty as a board of studies member. Come sit with my students. What kind of skills you're looking? Today we came to know that 36 different types of industries in our country and 4,000 job roles. 4,000 job roles. Can you? At the same time, we are saying 75% of the job roles has been diminishing because of automation, because of AI. So if my today teacher doesn't know what the job role is there in the market, what kind of he is teaching, then my teaching. So NEP, what NEP says, light with tight, and NEP says you should be transparent. The pedagogy. July month in my university, every faculty has to go with the teachers training or FDP kind of program. We are investing. They don't have to pay a single penny. The best resources of the country as well as the world, they come for the pedagogy teaching, for their subject matter teaching, or for the research index. The highest number of patents we could publish in the last year, and we got this first rank from Government of India. Reason being, every student who's doing a project, either it's a capstone project or it's a BTech project, it has to be get IPR, and student has to become a startup. This is what the NEP says, how you will make the startup policy. So the startup policy, as of now, 56 my startups, 3 unicorns we could develop from this university only, just over the 5 years time. Reason being, today when they are going to be go to the market and they will be startup, tomorrow when they will come, they meet the juniors, they motivate. When I'm a teacher, I'm teach something in the class, they say, sir, you are giving a lecture. Every day you are giving. When the alumni comes and he speak, I am from this class only, and today I'm the CEO of the company, I have my own bank account, I have going to be my own IPO. The student feels, oh, then I'm on the right path. This is what the NEP says, the collaborations. The collaboration is very important. Generally we say, sir, industry has certain ego, industry has a target, they don't come to place. We don't invite industry. We say, industry, you tell me what you want for the front desk, what do you want for the job role. We will prepare, you examine, then you take. Otherwise, what generally we used to say, please come, place some students. No, Chandigarh University never says. Chandigarh University says, we are helping you, because today you are looking for the best graduates, we will give you. First, you come and teach them. So professor of practice, NEP 2020 given such a big role, professor of practice, most of the different industries, we already have appointed professor of practice. They comes, they take a honorarium, they take a remuneration, they teach one course or sometimes maybe 2 lectures, they deliver. They feel pride. Oh, I can be a professor. Yes, sir, you can be a professor. UGC empowered me to give you the professor. Otherwise, we used to call them an expert. Oh, I'm an expert. I will come only for one lecture. You give me some tea, coffee, and you will give some remuneration. No, sir, you are on my roll. You are my. The student feel, oh, he's my professor. Yes, he is my professor from industry. This is what the NEP given. This NEP, all, if you will go through with this document, it's such a beautifully drafted and curated. Every corner, every FERA, you will get some freedom, the autonomy, how to be get implemented in a true spirit for any university. Earlier, people used to say grants only for the government institutions. I'm from Government of India. Still, I'm a Government of India employee. I'm on deputation. Why I could become to Vice Chancellor of Chandigarh University, although my professor of Sant Longwal Institute, because NEP said government and private institutions are at par. It is a boldly written. I'm the one of the best example in my country. Being still in a government role, I'm working as a leader of the private. So tomorrow when I'll go back to my parent institution, what best I could develop over here, create over here, I will bring to my government institutions. That is centrally funded. This is what the NEP 2020 is giving.
अच्छा, Professor Manna, we know there are so many universities. कल से हम लोग बहुत से वाइस चांसलर से मिल चुके हैं सर. कुछ वाइस चांसलर जैसे आप जैसे हैं जो बहुत रेप्यूटेड इंस्टीट्यूट्स को हैंडल कर रहे हैं, जिनका वास्ट एक्सपीरियंस है गवर्नमेंट साइड का, पॉलिसी मेकिंग का, अब इम्प्लीमेंटेशन का, बहुत लेवल तक सुन के पता लग जाता है किस लेवल तक आप लोगों ने इम्प्लीमेंट किया है.
कुछ ऐसी यूनिवर्सिटीज भी हैं सर जो स्टिल दे वांट टू डू इट, इंटेंशन है, उस लेवल तक नहीं जा पाए हैं, और आप जैसी यूनिवर्सिटी कैन बिकम द रोल मॉडल, कैन यू नो देयर कैन बी द मेंटर फॉर दीज काइंड ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटीज आल्सो, एंड दैट वे इट कैन बी वंडरफुल। अब एक पॉइंट पे मैं आना चाहता हूं सर, आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी एक काफी बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी है नॉर्थ इंडिया की, और आपने बोला दिस इज वन ऑफ बेस्ट इन क्यूएस रैंकिंग्स एंड ऑल। हम एनईपी के अंदर कल भी जैसे यूजीसी चेयरमैन एंड गवर्नर आए थे हरियाणा के, ही वाज सेइंग कि गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स नहीं क्रिएट कर सकती सारी, हमें इकोसिस्टम स्टार्टअप्स का क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा। आई दो यू हैव आंसर्ड दैट, यू हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड दैट, आई अगेन वांट टू डिस्कस दैट पॉइंट विद यू सर। आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप इकोसिस्टम किस तरीके से इवॉल्व हो रहा है, आप उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताएं, क्योंकि आपने बोला 3 यूनिकॉर्न भी प्रोड्यूस हुए हैं पिछले 5 साल में। मैं क्यूरियस हूँ इसको जानने के बारे में कि कैसा है आपके अंदर सिस्टम।
बहुत अच्छा, पहले मैं आपके उस सवाल का जवाब देता हूँ। Chandigarh University being a private university, no doubt a number 1 in India in the private university, we have signed official MOU with the governor of Uttar Pradesh and governor of Gujarat to give the capacity building to their government institutions and universities for their NAC, NBA or NIRF ranking.
Wonderful.
Why so? They lack in IPR, they lack in projects writing, they lack in some kind of research papers. Although they are very good teachers, they are the best universities in my country, no doubt at all. Because what ecosystem we could develop, which just wanted to replica over there. So with that we have signed, and we feel so proud, like we are helping government back, and we are giving society back. Now I'll come to your viewpoint. Yes. Today when you go to the market, sometimes students is choosy about their area. I can't be relocated to Visakhapatnam, although the job is offered there. What we are doing, we are not only asking for the IPR, we are not only asking the technology transfer. We say if you can develop something, prototype. Similarly, I do call my MBA guys. We make a group. You do marketing, you do digital marketing, you do branding, you do create the creatives, so that you can have one. And we have some kind of seed money arrangements thanks to the government of India. They are giving a huge benefits to my startups. They are giving the loan free, the borrow free, and the interest free, the money. Similar matching grant we are going to give. It is not that they are not going to give us back. We say it's like a lambda school concept. You today develop, like you go to any gurdwara, there is a langar. What you are using a thali. After washing the thali, you put back in the basket. Because the next person will come. The same we say. We issue the check to the new upcoming startup. We say you set up your own small scale industry, very small scale. The moment when you got a edge that you are now independent, please send that money back to this our alumni fund, so the upcoming batch can take benefited of that, so that today you are going to become a job creator, not a job seeker. These kind of, and I tell you one more story, very interesting story. The moment they got that, their company registered, many companies reaching, we want some merger, bring your idea, bring your prototype, bring your technology, you will be the GM, you will be the, then they say, sir, this is, I said, no, nothing to be worry, add one more director of your junior, let him to be grow over here, you grow with that industry, because industry experience is required, because you are in the market new, you have to sit along with them. Tomorrow if you do not know their policies, their executions, you may be some, because end of the day 5% success rate as of now we are getting for the startups, but 5% is really good, and India is showing the highest success rate. 62,000 we startup registered in last year, and see our global innovative index from 85 reached to. I am thankful to our great Prime Minister Modi ji, who given us such a new word. Like earlier it was R&D. What kind of R&D we were doing? Today he said no, Atmanirbhar, so become a startup. So these kind of the job profiles we are going to be creating in that way.
प्रोफेसर मनप्रीत, यूजीसी चेयरमैन कल एक बात बता रहे थे, उनकी आज मीटिंग भी हुई है, सारथी दे कॉल इट स्टूडेंट्स हैं। मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं सर, क्या आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में भी स्टूडेंट मोटिवेटेड हैं इन चीजों से जुड़ने के लिए? बिकॉज ये स्टूडेंट्स का ही इनिशिएटिव है एनईपी। पीपल लाइक यू हु आर हेड ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूट्स, दे आर टू गिव द डायरेक्शंस, बट देन मेंटर्स, टीचर्स आर टू बी गिवन ट्रेनिंग, बट स्टूडेंट्स आर टू बी गेट मोटिवेटेड। तो सारथी के बारे में थोड़ा सा बताएं, आपके स्टूडेंट्स का क्या है वहां पे यूनिवर्सिटी में?
मुझे इतनी खुशी होती है, ये शब्द जिसने भी चुना बड़े सही जगह पे चुना, और इसके शब्द का अर्थ ही यही है, क्योंकि उस रथ के ऊपर बेशक सवार हो सकता है एक शिक्षक, लेकिन उस रथ को चलाने वाला तो साथ ही है, स्टूडेंट ही है। हमने क्या किया है, फॉर द स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम द स्टूडेंट, सभी क्लास में से एक स्टूडेंट को एम्बेसडर लिया, और मेरे बहुत सारे बच्चे आज यहाँ पर बैठे हो अंदर, कल भी आए थे, कल भी मिलके गए हैं। वो क्या कर रहे हैं, उनको पहले बोला कि बेटा सिर्फ आपको एक नया नाम नहीं देना है, पहले आप इस पॉलिसी को हिंदी में अंग्रेजी में पढ़ेंगे और उसके ऊपर फिर आप हमसे पहले चर्चा करें कि आप सही समझ रहे हैं, क्योंकि बच्चा ना पाठ्यक्रम पढ़ता है, कई बार उसकी परसेप्शन अलग हो सकती है, उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग। जब उसकी परसेप्शन क्लियर होगी तो मैंने उसको सारथी का टैग दिया कि अब तुम एम्बेसडर हो, अब तुम क्लास में जाके इस पर चर्चा करो, चर्चा विमर्श करो, ये पॉलिसी हम लोगों को कैसे एक नया रूप देगी, क्योंकि अगले 60 साल का आपका जीवन इस पे निर्भर कर रहा है। हमने तो अपनी जिंदगी जी ली है, मैं तो पुरानी पॉलिसी से पढ़ा हूं, मेरे को नौकरी मिल गई है, मैं रिटायर भी हो जाऊंगा, लेकिन आपको तो अभी जीवन शुरू करना है। अगर ये पॉलिसी में कुछ कमी है तो अभी बता दो, अभी हम ठीक कर सकते हैं, वापस जा सकते हैं, यू टर्न ले सकते हैं। लेकिन कल जब हम इसको टोटो में इंप्लीमेंट कर देंगे तो बेटा अगले 30 साल, क्योंकि पिछली पॉलिसी 35 साल चली थी, हो सकता है 30 साल चलेगी, जब 20 साल भी चलेगी,
उनकी इन्वॉल्वमेंट
जरूरी है। और उसमें क्या आ रहा है, जब उनको हमने इन्वॉल्व किया, उनको लगा ये डॉक्यूमेंट मेरे लिए बनाया गया है, ये किताब मेरे लिए लिखी गई है, तो उसका एक एक पन्ना पलटते हैं और उसके अपने तरीके से उसकी बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस उसको ढूंढते और एग्जांपल्स देते हैं कि सर मैं ये कर सकता हूँ, मैं गिटार लेके आ सकता हूँ क्लासरूम में, हाँ तुम गिटार क्यों नहीं लेके आ सकते हो, सर मैं कंप्यूटर्स करके म्यूजिक कर सकता हूँ, हाँ तुम कर सकते हो, क्या सर मैं हिंदी में बीच में 2 लाइन में आंसर लिख सकता हूँ, मुझे अंग्रेजी में पूरा पेपर नहीं आता, हाँ तुम लिख सकते हो, क्योंकि लैंग्वेज का फ्रीडम है। तो उनको लगा कि दिस इज द राइट टाइम, और ये पहली बार हुआ है हमारे देश में इंप्लीमेंटर को ही इन्वॉल्व किया।
हाँ, इसको इन्वॉल्व किया।
अगर इंप्लीमेंटर अभी तक क्या होता था, सर पॉलिसियां दिल्ली में बनती हैं, एसी रूम में बनती हैं, आप लोग बाबू लोग, अब मुझे भी उसमें गिना जाता था बिकॉज़ आई वाज द पार्ट, अब बाबू लोग वो कुछ भी एसी रूम में बैठ के बना देते हो, आप ग्रास रूट पे आके देखो, क्लास में पढ़ाना कितना मुश्किल है, बच्चे सुनते नहीं है। मैंने कहा अब नहीं, आप ही का टीचर वहां जाके बैठा था, वहीं पे हमने बनाई है, वापस फिर टीचर बन के हमें उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कराना है, और बच्चों में इसका एक अलग से ही मोटिवेशन देखने में आ रहा है।
वंडरफुल। सो प्रोफेसर मनप्रीत, बहुत से पॉइंट्स आपने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से बताए हैं। मैं लास्ट क्वेश्चन आपसे इस एनईपी के बारे में पूछूंगा, दैट इज आपने क्या विजन रखा है एज यूनिवर्सिटी वाइस चांसलर, लार्जेस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी वाइस चांसलर, शॉर्ट टर्म लॉन्ग टर्म, कि इस एनईपी को कब तक इम्प्लीमेंट कर लेना चाहते हैं आप? ये वे ऑफ लाइफ है, ये चलता रहेगा, इवॉल्व होता रहेगा।
ऑफ कोर्स, बिल्कुल ठीक, आपने खुद ही मेरे सवाल का जवाब दे दिया। आज मैं इसके अगर 5 पन्नों को इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाया हूं तो ये टीम वर्क था और ये इवॉल्व हो रहा था। जैसे मैं अगले पन्ने की तरफ जाता हूं तो मेरा करिकुलम फ्यूचरिस्टिक होने जा रहा है, मेरी इंडस्ट्री के साथ मेरी डिमांड बदलती जा रही है, टेक्नोलॉजी इज कमिंग इन द डिफरेंट वे व्हिच हैज टू बी टेक ओवर। सो व्हाट वी आर सेइंग, इट इज अ वेरी स्टैंडर्ड गाइडलाइंस गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, और उसमें क्या किया कि जा सिमरन जी ले अपनी जिंदगी, इट इज अ वेरी सिंपल वे, जा सिमरन जी ले अपनी जिंदगी। क्यों? हमने आपको एक मैनुअल दे दिया है, एक रोड मैप दे दिया है, इसके अगले अध्याय आप लिखो। तो चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी अब एनईपी 2020 के एक्सटेंशन पे बात कर रहा है, क्योंकि 2020 हो गया ना, अब हम 23 में आ गए, तो हम उसकी एक्सटेंशन पे बात कर रहे हैं। इंटरनेशनलाइजेशन में हम नए लेवल पे आ गए हैं। आज मेरे पास 450 MOU साइन है 90 कंट्रीज की यूनिवर्सिटीज के साथ, जो QS वर्ल्ड रैंकिंग में 200-250 में आती है। मैं क्या चाहता हूं उनसे, आपकी फैकल्टी यहाँ पर आए, आपके स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पे आए, कल्चर डाइवर्सिटी को महसूस करें और हमें अपनी नई चीज देके जाओ। यही एनईपी ने मुझे सुझाव दिया। एनईपी अपनी खोल के इतना बता नहीं ना पाएगी कि कैसे कैसे करना है, वो हम खुद लिख रहे हैं। उन्होंने हमें क्या दिया, एक स्टैंडर्ड गाइडलाइंस दे दी है और सभी यूनिवर्सिटी को एक फ्रीडम दे दी, ऑटोनॉमी दे दी। क्योंकि मैं बताता हूँ, मेरे देश की 1100 यूनिवर्सिटीज में से 3 ऐसी यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं जिनको स्टार्टअप्स नहीं क्रिएट करने। चलिए मैं जैन विश्वविद्यालय की बात करता हूँ, आप लाडनू में जाइए राजस्थान में, उनका मोटिव ही क्या है कि हम एक अलग तरह की बिहेवियरल लर्निंग करवा रहे हैं, एक्सपेरिएंशियल लर्निंग नहीं करवा रहे। चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी एक्सपेरिएंशियल लर्निंग भी करवा रही है, बिहेवियरल लर्निंग। हो सकता है जामिया मिलिया इस्लामी का कुछ और मॉडल होगा, मैंडेट होगा, मिशन होगा, विजन होगा। तो एनईपी ने सबका हिस्सा रखा हुआ है। आपको ये वाला हिस्सा अच्छा लगता है, आप उस इमारत को बड़ा कर लीजिए। आपको ये वाला अच्छा लगता है,
डायनामिक डॉक्यूमेंट है।
यस, सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज को एम्प्लॉयमेंट इंडेक्स नहीं देखना है। बहुत सारी यूनिवर्सिटी कह रही है मुझे प्रीचर भी क्रिएट करने हैं, मुझे पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स भी क्रिएट करने हैं, मुझे स्पोर्ट्स लीडर भी क्रिएट करने हैं। सबको तो इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट नहीं चाहिए ना। तो एनईपी ने सबका प्रावधान दे दिया है। हमें अपने वाले जो बेस्ट उसका केक है उसको ले लेना चाहिए और उसको आगे बड़ा कर लेना चाहिए।
वंडरफुल। प्रोफेसर मनप्रीत, बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आपने सब कुछ एक्सप्लेन किया सर, बहुत सी चीजें आपने बताई। जस्ट माय क्यूरियोसिटी एज अ मीडिया पीपल, इज इट पॉसिबल फॉर अस टू विजिट योर यूनिवर्सिटी एंड चेक इट व्हाटएवर यू सेड?
Anytime. I welcome you. Please come, at least come for a whole day, because university is so big and we will love to show you the all different areas, the startup area, the R&D area, the cafeteria part, and of course the all classrooms, what the pedagogy is going over there. I will love to be host you there. Please आप आएं, उसको आप कलेक्ट भी करें, रिकॉर्ड भी करें और बताएं। और मैं आपकी नहीं, मैं आपके माध्यम से कोई भी यूनिवर्सिटी के प्रोफेसर्स, टीचर्स, वाइस चांसलर कभी भी आना चाहें, हमारे दरवाजे खुले हैं। ऑल यू आर ओपन, बिकॉज एंड ऑफ द डे इट्स फॉर सोसाइटी। हमारे यहाँ पर विजिटर्स आते हैं, पेरेंट्स हम कहते हैं अभी एडमिशन का फॉर्म नहीं भरेंगे, पहले आप विजिट करेंगे, पहले इस्तेमाल करें फिर विश्वास करें। तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट से हम काम करते हैं। यू आर ऑलवेज always welcome.
Wonderful. It was a really very good enriched session, Professor Manpreet. बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आपने explain किया. Now I understand why that was so, because आप policy framing में भी इसका part थे, अब implementation में इसका part है, और जिस excitement and अपने passion के साथ explain किया है सर, simplified terms में, I am very sure ये जो हमारा interaction है ये बहुत से लोगों के लिए helpful रहेगा, जो policy frame कर रहे हैं अपने universities के लिए, उनके लिए, जो mentors हैं, जो students हैं, सबको इसका benefit होगा. Thanks a lot for your time, sir.
Thank you. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Okay.